Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Unknown Cavern. I'm your host, Robert.
And I'm Brian.
And you have missed so much, and you're about to learn on this episode.
Welcome to the Unknown Cavern. Welcome to the Unknown Cavern. Welcome to the Unknown Cavern.
All right, boys and girls, whoever's listening, or things. Yeah, it's what I describe people that have. Anyway.
Different pronouns?
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, I got married, and I flew out. Or sorry, I didn't fly out, but the boys flew out. Brian flew out.
Yeah. Flew out with the boys. We were like, where we landing, boys?
Ian,
where we dropping, boys?
Brian, shut the fuck up. Ian flew out. The best man. Jameson flew out. And then another groomsman I had didn't fly out. He lives here. He's my wife's brother. So that was pretty fun. That was cool. He's pretty cool. Didn't know he's as cool as he looked.
What?
I don't fucking know. So we're gonna start from day one. Okay? Whatever Hold on, Brian. Hold on, listen. You guys, what you're about to hear, if you're underage, don't tell your parents. Don't let them know you're listening to this.
Do not.
Let's start from day one. Brian flying in first. Brian, action.
Okay. I woke up at 3 a.m. I only slept for 5 or 6 hours. No, 5 hours. No, actually, I slept less, like 4 hours. And I got to the airport at 3. It was cool, you know. Freaking airports, you wait and stuff, and you fly. Well, I was tired. I was dead. I was a corpse, just sitting there on an airplane seat. And I get to South Carolina, where Robert's at, and I get lost. I'm like, how the fuck do you get out of here, bro? Like, I call him, how the fuck do I get out of here? And so he tells me, and I get out. We meet up. Cool. We
ran up to each other, hugged each other, kissed each other on the lips. And shit.
like that scene in Shrek.
Yeah.
With Donkey and wait, was it Shrek or was it Madagascar?
I don't know. All Disney movies have that weird shit.
True. Even though they're not Disney, but yeah. But anyway,
sorry.
Yeah. After that, we went to they took me to Waffle House. Robert and Vic took me to Waffle House, and we ate. It was good. I liked it.
Everyone in the South loves Waffle House.
Yep. Oh, and I had what was it? Sweet tea. I had sweet tea, and it was good.
He tried his first Southern sweet tea.
It was good, and like pretty much like during the whole like trip or whatever, while I was down there, that's all I had to drink green tea
and alcohol.
I mean,
a little bit of alcohol.
You know, I'm a good Christian boy, so no alcohol here.
Right.
But, you know.
Sorry, guys. Brian got down here, and this guy, I found out he's an alcoholic. He's taking swigs of tequila, and he's not even sharing it. We're like, yo, give us some of that tequila, and Brian's like, nah, dude, nah, bro, this tequila's ours, dude.
You know that TikTok where they're
really?
like, oh yeah, we'll take a shot of tequila without making a face.
Yeah.
Chug that tequila, bro.
Acting like who's imposter from that game Among Us. Yeah, dude, Brian chugged it. And we were like, dude, give us some of that fucking tequila. And he was like, nah, dude.
My tequila,
nah.
No Corona time.
Even though we didn't drink Corona the whole time he was here.
It's Corona season.
We drank Miller High Life because we wanted to, I'll get to that. But
I drank, what did I drink? I drank Mountain Dew.
Yeah, he drank Mountain Dew, Major Melon diet. I may add. So there's that. Major Melon's a new Mountain Dew. If you haven't tried it, guys, I recommend it. It's pretty good.
Recommend it too. Yep, really good. One of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. Especially you gamers out there, you guys will eat it up. You guys will be like, "Oh shit, it's better than G Fuel."
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah,
so good.
So
anyway,
yeah. Anyway, Brian landed. We went to Waffle House. Brian acted a little awkward, I thought at first, but I guess he was just hella tired because he woke up at 3 a.m.
I was tired since I woke up till I left.
He was.
When I went to the bathroom, I looked at myself. I'm like, who am I? Am I a clone? What's going on? So many questions that I couldn't answer.
Brian was hanging out with Elon Musk the day before and got hella shit-faced with him. He was like, hey, I need to go to this wedding, but I'm be too hungover. So he make a clone of me and send that instead. He's like, yeah, dude. So yeah,
sitting there like testing out Teslas with Elon Musk. So my clone was there with Robert. He thought I was actually there when I really wasn't. It's a version 2 clone, so
yeah, it's a beta.
Yeah.
You know?
That
wasn't
Kodak
able
Black
to be
clone
alpha.
was like a version 10. Mine was a version 2.
But yeah, I feel bad for Brian because when he got here, we made him. He helped us build a bed, and he was like so tired, and we made him go to Home Depot with us. We made him do all kinds of shit when he got here.
We went to Vic's parents' house. Freaking get a bed, take it to Robert's house. By the way, that's another bed from the one that we already had built.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yo, and at where were we? Lowe's?
Yeah, we went to Lowe's and Home Depot.
Tell them what happened at Lowe's in the parking lot.
Oh my gosh, guys. So we pull up. Victoria runs inside because it's just faster. She's just seeing if they have something, and if they do, we're going to go in and help her with it. So we're hanging out in the car, me and Brian, and we're sitting next to this green car that has like tinted windows. You can't see into it. And we're sitting there, and like 20, 25 minutes goes by. This girl comes out on the phone, like talking shit to someone on the phone, like not caring about who's around. Opens her car door. There's a fucking infant in the car crying its head off. And the car was off, so you know there ain't no air conditioning on. And I looked at Brian, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? She got in her car and drove hella fast, so I wasn't able to get a license plate or anything. And it was crazy, bro. You could tell the baby was like in there because she was parked there before we even got there. So who knows how long the baby was in there. Yeah. And the baby was just crying its head off, and I felt so bad. I posted on Facebook. I was so mad. That's how you know how mad I was. But that's so fucked up, though.
How warm was it? Like,
I think it was
like outside, just outside. Like it was warm, right?
Well, yeah, that day it was in the 70s, and remember, inside a car, it's at least 20 degrees hotter than outside. Yeah. So
it was crazy.
Yeah. We didn't know there was a baby in there until she opened the door because it was tinted and like soundproof. Like, if I knew, I would have busted the window open.
Karate kicked it.
Mm-hmm. I would have took the baby out, got it some help, and then I would have came back and like pissed in her gas tank and then pissed in her car.
And pissed on her.
Yeah. Pissed on her. Fuck that bitch.
And then pissed in the bathroom.
And then pissed in the bathroom. Yeah, anyway.
After that, we went to eat again, right?
Yeah, we went to dinner.
Yeah. Where was it? Where did you guys take me?
We went to this local place in Powdersville called Nick Henry's, and it is so good. They put honey mustard on everything.
It was really good. It was delicious. I didn't finish my burger, though. I just took a bite.
Brian, the whole time he was here, if he was trying something new, he'd get the same thing I was getting because he wouldn't know what to get usually.
There was like maybe things I've never heard of. So
So me and him, he got the same thing I got. We got like a double cheeseburger with fries, and then I got like a side of honey mustard, dip it in and shit. Victoria gets what she usually gets there, which is a bird dog, which is a it's fried chicken wrapped in a pita bread with honey mustard and lettuce and shit like that. And cheese and bacon. It is bomb as fuck. Like, I should have told Bryan to get that instead. Yeah, because their burgers are still bomb as fuck too, though. Like, what do you rate that place 1 through 10, Bryan?
Okay, considering I was tired, so my taste buds were off. 8 out of 10.
All right, bro. I bet if he wasn't tired and his taste buds were good, he'd be like, oh, that was 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10.
But if you're ever in South Carolina near Powdersville, please search up Nick Henry's. That place is delicious, and you know they got a bunch of teenagers working in the back, which is cool because South Carolina gives like 16-year-olds jobs and shit, helps them out. And they're good cooks back there, man. I don't know if they're cooking or cleaning, whatever they're doing, but if they're cooking, they're good cooks, dude. Like, shit, bro. If I was like one of those kids, like dads, and they came home, I'd be like, all right, cook me some dinner now, please.
Bro, after this
cook me what you cooked today.
After this podcast is out, Gordon Ramsay's going to be quiet. That's all I'm saying.
Right, bro. Right. Yeah. He's going to know the name Nick Henry, dude. So, like, okay, so it goes by after we get the beds done and stuff. We're chilling at home, just hanging out. And we're waiting. And what happens next? Does Chelsea come over?
Well, we go to Vic's dad's house.
Yeah, get the bed. And we bring back and make it and blah, blah, blah. And then we're just chilling. And then Chelsea comes over.
Yep.
Chelsea comes over. She meets Bryan, blah, blah, blah. Vic. So, okay. Oh, my gosh. I get a call from Jameson. This is one of the other groomsmen. He was supposed to land at 11 o'clock that night at the same airport Bryan got off and the same airport where Ian gets off. So, Jameson calls me and he's like, hey, bro, I missed my flight. And I'm like, what? And he was like, so I got on my flight and it flew me to Colorado. And when I was hopping on the plane to get to fucking South Carolina, I couldn't find it and they wouldn't tell me where it is. And I missed it. And I was like, dude, no way, bro. So he was stuck in fucking
Denver,
Colorado. And so he was like, bro, he was panting and like you could tell he was running around looking for the gate. He was like, Robert, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. And I was like, he was like, I can't get a fucking motel room because I'm not 21. I don't want to sleep in the airport and shit. I was like, fuck, dude. Well, if it comes down to it, I'll fucking get you a hotel room and put it in my name. So I was like, okay. And then he calls me back and he was like, okay, I got a flight, but it's to Georgia. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Atlanta, Georgia? And he's like, yeah, okay. I was like, all right, we'll get you there. What time do you land? He's like, 11:30 or 12. And I was like, okay, sounds good. So we were sitting there and we were like, fuck, dude. Vic didn't want to drive her car that far because it was having problems that day. If you didn't know, it got struck by lightning before she even got it. So the wiring's kind of like jacked up. It beeps and shit. Does weird shit. Yeah, the acceleration's like fucked up once in a while. Yeah, dude. It started beeping on you when you were driving it, and you're like, what's that? And I said, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but I didn't know he got struck by lightning.
I thought I told you that. But yeah, anyway. So we had to get Ian, so we took Chelsea's car, which is one of those little fucking, what kind of car she got, babe? She's got a Honda Element, so it looks like a fucking toaster. It's a fucking square. You're riding in a toaster. You remember those commercials with the fucking hamsters driving around in that toaster car? That's the fucking car, dude. We were a bunch of fucking hamsters. Like shit, dude. And we got in and we were driving to the airport and we were like, oh, no, sorry. We decided that Chelsea decided that'd be a good idea to throw a mattress in the back and put her seats up so we could all fit back there with our luggage. We were like, oh, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. That's a good idea. And so, we went with it because we thought it was a good idea at the time, too.
It was good at first when we were going to get Ian.
Yeah. So we were on the way to get Ian. And fucking me and Bryan were just chilling on the mattress in the back, hanging out, listening to the girls fucking sing and dance and fucking scream and shout and let it all out.
Dance?
Yeah. So we get Ian at this airport. Ian fucking comes out, has a fucking huge duffel bag. Like, he packed his whole house. Yeah, he has a military bag full to the fucking brim, dude. Like, how did he zip that shit up? Picks it up, throws it in the car, like, what's up, guys? And I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. This man, I thought he packed fucking my cousin Tyler in his bag. Like, what the fuck, dude?
He thought he was getting deployed or something.
Yeah, for real. That's not the only thing he had. He also had his backpack, too. So there was that. It's like, bro, that's a little too much, dude. You're not going that far, even though it's across the country.
Bro, he packed for a whole month.
Yeah, bro. It was crazy, dude. It was insane. So we get his ass in the car. He sits on the mattress too with us, and he's like, "What's up, guys?" And I get, give him a fucking shot and a fucking beer to drink real quick, before we get on the road. And so we get shit faced, and we're just driving to Atlanta to pick up fucking Jameson, the guy that missed his flight. So,
yep. And by the way, I'm trying to sleep because I have class the next day.
Bryan was trying to sleep the whole time because he had class the next day, and he was going to borrow Vic's computer. And It was at like 8 a.m. that he had class or something like that.
8:30, yeah.
By the time we get, dude, the ride was horrible. Chelsea was fucking shit-faced. Fucking me, I was okay. I was just buzzed. I was just hanging out, relaxing. Ian was like, being a little tipsy too, but he wasn't as bad as Chelsea. And
I was babysitting my Mountain Dew.
Bryan was babysitting the Mountain Dew. I gave him like 4 hours before that. He was just holding it, didn't even crack the can yet. And he was curled up in the back, like me and Ian were squished up against him, basically. Like, I didn't even know Bryan was that flexible, bro. Like, honestly. Like, I have a picture, and we'll show the picture, the best description that we can of Bryan squished up right now. Right here. And so, dude, we get Jameson. By the time we get to Atlanta, we had to stop 2 or 3 times because Chelsea had to pee. So we get to Atlanta. Okay, Atlanta's only 2 hours away, and we picked up Ian at like 11:30.
Yep.
So we didn't get to Atlanta to the airport till like 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And Jameson was like, "What took y'all so long?" Jameson was just sitting in the parking garage, hanging out, waiting for us to get there for a few hours, just hanging on his phone. And I was like, "Fuck, bro, we're almost there. Just hold on. We get there, and we're like, "All right, hop on in." And it's Jameson opens the back. Bryan rolls out off the mattress. He's like, "What's up, dude? I'm Bryan." He's like, fucking Jameson's like, "Wait, how are we gonna do this? That doesn't make any sense. How are all 4 of us gonna fit in that fucking pack?" And I was like, we were talking, we're like, why don't we just put the fucking seat back up, and one of us sits in the very back and 3 of us sit in the seat? And we're like, "Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, why didn't we think of that?" Blah, blah, blah. And so we did that, and it was just a hell ride home, bro. We stopped we stopped at a gas station, bro. Are you still there, Bryan?
Yeah.
We stopped at a gas station. Then we were like chilling at the gas station. There's these 2 sketchy guys that like walked up to me like, "Hey, bro, you got Cash App?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, you want to Cash App me a few bucks?" I was like, "I haven't got my phone, dude," which I did. And he was like, "Oh, come on, bro, Cash App me." And I was like, "Nah, dude." I was like, "Come on, bro." And I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to Cash App you, dude. I don't have my phone." He was like, "All right, whatever, dude. I see how it is." And walks out with his other homie, like mean mugging me. And they go and bother everyone out in the parking lot. Bryan's just sitting there with me, like, "What's up, dude? What's up, dude? What's going on?
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?" And Vic had to use the restroom. So we all got some snacks and shit because it was going to be a long ride home, of course. And we fucking walked out, and we got in the car, and we were driving. Maybe like a half an hour later, all of a sudden, everyone in the back seat hears, I'm in the front seat, like in the passenger seat at this time. And anyway, Chelsea got in the back, switched seats with Bryan. Bryan was sitting in the back seats. I went up to the passenger seat. It was sitting with Vic. Vic was driving. We stopped. No, we didn't stop yet. We were driving, and about half an hour down the road, all of a sudden, Bryan's like, "Chelsea's puking." What'd you hear, Bryan?
Well, I just heard like freaking water like splashing, and I'm like turning around. I'm dead. Remember, I'm a corpse. So I turn around like all tired, and I just look at Chelsea puking, like just laying there, and I just look at her for like 5 seconds, like I'm staring at her, like I turn around and I'm like, hey guys, Chelsea's puking.
He
And I
did.
pee myself again.
He said it all calmly, and I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Chelsea's puking," and I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay, dude." So we have to pull up at another gas station, a truck stop gas station, and we fucking get out and open the fucking back door, dude, the trunk. Chelsea's sitting there in her puke all in her hair, puke all over her shirt, puke everywhere. And she looks up at me and Vic and she smiles and says, "Hey." And we're like, dude, no, bro. Vic is like, "Oh my gosh, get out. We got help here." I was like, "I can't touch it. I can't." Chelsea gets out. And like there's puke in her hair, and she flings her hair back. And she's like, "It's not that bad." And this puke gets on my arm. And I'm like, "Chelsea, freaking don't touch your hair." And she flings her hair back. She's like, "There's no puke in my hair." And I was like, "Chelsea, there's freaking puke in your hair." And she's like, "No, there's not." I'm like, "Chelsea, yes, there fucking is." And it gets on my fucking arm. And I'm like, like freaking out, like a chunk landed on my arm.
Bro, and everyone was trying to help, and I'm just sitting in the middle, just staring at the wall.
Bro, just vibing in the car, just vibing. Just chilling, dude. Man's a zombie. So Chelsea gets walked into the bathroom with Vic, and Vic helps her clean up and stuff, and buys her a shirt and shit like that. And I go in there and I buy her like a fucking liter bottle of water, and she's like, "Okay." I said, "Drink this." She's like, "Okay." Takes one sip, closes it, never opens it again. I see it 3 days later. But anyway, fucking, she gets it. She's stepping on the puke in her socks. She's barefoot in her socks. She's not wearing shoes. Stepping on the puke, getting back in the car. And I'm like, "Chelsea, wait." She's like, "What?" And I was like, "Dude, you're stepping in your own puke." She's like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not." And I'm like, "Yes, you are." She's like, "No, I'm not." Hops in the car, and I'm like, "All right, Chelsea, hold on." So I take her socks off, and I just leave them there in the fucking parking lot. His little pink socks. So if any of you guys ever stop at like a I think it's called Love's. I think that's what it was. A Love's gas station in South Carolina, and you see a pair of pink socks, just know I had to, there was puke on them, and I had to take them off of her and throw them in the parking lot. So sorry for littering, but I mean,
it had to be done.
It had to be done. So on the way back, we're on the way home. Vic's tired, so we stop. She's gonna take a nap. Brian decides to drive, so Vic helps in passenger seat.
Pro driver.
Yeah, Brian, pro driver. Even then we get to South Carolina.
Everything was going good.
Everything was going good. Brian was making a right turn, and then we're like, "No, to the left," and Brian just goes, just turns hella fast to the left, makes all of us fucking go forward and shit. And he was like, "Okay." And we're like, we're making a zombie fucking drive right now. We get home, fucking, there's puke all over our new mattress from Chelsea laying on it in the back of the trunk and like fucking puking. So we take it out. Vic makes her go take a shower. Chelsea pukes in the fucking shower, doesn't tell anybody about it. Or I don't know if she pukes in it or there's just puke still in her hair. But there's puking. The next morning comes, everyone wakes up.
By the way,
what?
I didn't sleep for 26 hours.
No, it was longer than that. It was 28.
28 hours?
I think it was 28, yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't sleep for 28 hours that whole time. And I drove.
So we go inside, we all go to bed. Chelsea showers, blah, blah, blah. Wake up in the morning. Chelsea leaves for work. Brian ended up getting an email from his teacher saying, "Hey, there's no class today." So he didn't have to, wake up hella early.
Yep.
So things go by. The boys decide to take a shower.
I take a shower first.
Brian takes the shower first. Gets out. I feel refreshed, bro. Nice. Ian takes a shower, gets out. I feel good, bro. And fucking Jameson is about to hop in the shower third, and he's like, "Bro." And I was like, "What?" He was like, dude, someone puked in your bathtub. And I looked at Bryan and I was like, which one of you fuckers puked in the bathtub? They're like, no, bro, none of us. There was no puke. And Bryan was like, I seen there was chunks in there, but I didn't know what it was. And I was like, why the fuck would y'all take fucking showers in that shit?
I took off my glasses. I'm blind, bro. I just saw like colors.
So Bryan, Ian and Jameson knew it was puke from Chelsea, and he was like, yeah, I'm still gonna take a shower though. And I was like, fuck. I was like, so Jameson decides to take a shower anyway, even though there's fucking puke in there. And so that happens, and I wait till later to take a shower. I was like, no, I ain't gonna fucking shower. I said, y'all fucking crazy. Gross, nasty fucking showering in Chelsea's fucking fluids that came out of her body. Like,
I didn't even know.
Yeah, and the fucking bathtub was black from fucking Chelsea's hair dye because it dyes her hair fucking every day.
Okay, that's what I saw. Yeah, that's what I saw.
Bryan saw black hair dye. And it was just fucking, it was crazy, bro. They all fucking swam in a bunch of puke.
We did.
Their feet probably smelled like puke for a week after that. Oh, but that day was, oh my God. So that day, what did we do that day?
That day? After?
Yeah. What did we do the next day? The day, right? That day that y'all took a shower. Oh, yeah. The day that they all took a shower, I woke up. I got a new grill because Victoria got it for me, I think. Yeah, Victoria got it for me as a wedding gift, and she got me a pair of pit vipers. Yeehaw, brother. Yeah, man.
Pit vipers.
And I still haven't gotten her wedding gift because she can't make her fucking mind up of what she wants. So, you know, she's... What?
Get her a Beyblade.
I will.
Get her some pit vipers, Robert.
No, bro, she'll kill me. So like, you wasting your money on this shit? Fuck no. But I made hot dogs for the boys and
delicious hot dogs. Delicious.
Yeah, they said they were delicious and shit. I burnt. Jameson was being picky and said I burnt his buns.
I slept for 3 hours, so
Bryan, you only got 3 hours of sleep?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That was the first one I woke up.
Are you serious? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't sleep.
New place, probably. That's why.
No, I don't know. It's just 26 hours of being, or 28. It just messed me up, and I just saw the sunlight, and I just woke up. I just put ketchup on my hot dogs.
Next time you come, we'll try to get you like a later flight and shit, dude.
Bro, I only put ketchup on my hot dogs.
What the fuck? I put mustard, ketchup, and relish.
It was good, though. It was good.
Thank you, bro. I tried. Yeah, we ate, and then what did we do?
After that, we I think Vic came back.
Oh, we went to Vic's work with her.
Yeah. We went to the mall first.
Yeah, sorry, we went to the mall.
Yep.
And we hung out there. We ate lunch at the mall because they have some nice, cool restaurants in there. It's a big mall. And it's called the Waywood Mall.
After that, we went to Vic's grandparents'
Haywood Mall.
place.
Then we went to her work to get her check. We went to her work to get her check, and then they gave us a little present. They gave us $500 for our wedding gift.
Yeah.
Pretty nice to them. Thank you guys, if you ever listen to this. Then we went to get our suits at Men's Warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
And get fitted.
Yeah.
And so we went there. We tried it all on. We looked like a bunch of pits. Jameson was in the changing room first. And he went into the changing room. And there's a whole bunch of people around. Like, random people we don't know. Like, a whole bunch of people. Shoppers and workers. And Jameson goes in there. And he's like, "Woo, I'm getting naked." Or something like that. He says, I'm getting naked. And I'm laughing and shit. And, like, Vic is laughing. I'm like, I was like telling the workers, I'm like, I'm sorry, he's not from here. He's from fucking California. And they're like, it's okay. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude. It was funny. So we all tried our suits on. We looked like fucking pimps. We looked like 007 agents.
Oh, yeah, 007.
Yeah, we looked
a bunch of James Bonds.
Yeah, a bunch of James Bonds about to make them bonds. Fucking. Bands, my bad. Bro, it was just a good time that day. After that, we went to Vic's grandparents. They all got to meet Brian, Jameson, and Ian. And we had to grab a few stuff for the wedding, load stuff up. And Chelsea was with us. And I was driving. So after we met them, and they talked to them and stuff, blah, blah. So I was driving the whole time, and I decided to drive back too. And so we were driving, and we were looking for a liquor store because we were going to party that night. And I drove past a few, and then because they were bad at directions, just saying.
I was good.
Brian was, but Jameson was in the backseat yelling which way to go. And I was like, bro, stop, you're yelling it.
I had the directions to the house because I'm a good boy, straight to the house. So
we seen a liquor store, and you can't buy liquor after 7:00 here. So we pulled in. It was like 6:59. So I run in real quick and buy a bunch of alcohol and come out at like 7:03. So the guy gave me a break, and I bought like a whole bunch of alcohol, like 2 bottles of moonshine, a big bottle of fucking what was it called? Svedka, a vodka, and it was like peach mango or something like that.
Yep.
And it was a huge bottle for only $20. Like, it was a good deal. And that shit's good, by the way. If you mix it with a little Sprite, Vic taught me that. Should mix it with a little Sprite, and it's fucking delicious. So anyway, time goes by. We get home. The girls went and bought alcohol, apparently, too. We sit there, we drink, we hang out, we take a few shots, and then we go to Topgolf. We're hanging out. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, before we go to Topgolf, we go to this nice, fancy restaurant called Smoke on the Water, which is in Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah. So if you ever come here, go there also. I highly recommend it. I got a medium rare steak, and they cooked it just like how a medium rare steak is supposed to be cooked, like bloody and good. And then their mac and cheese is bomb. Everything's bomb. Everything there is good. You can't go wrong with anything you order there. Unless it's like a salad. Who the fuck goes to a fancy restaurant like that and just gets a salad? Fucking weirdo. But it all went well. And we went to, we got a few drinks there. And Jameson could not stop talking about how the mac and cheese was so good.
Good, bro.
Yeah, he was like, it's so good. Like, out loud. And the waitress was like, you okay? Is everything okay? And he was like, yeah, this mac and cheese is so good. And she was like, oh, yeah, I know, but there's a better place for it, blah, blah, blah. And she was like selling out her restaurant to another restaurant. They're like, damn.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And then Jameson went to the bathroom, came back, and was like, oh, guys, sorry it took a while. And we're like, what you got poop? And he was like, no, I found a phone in there in the bathroom, and I gave it to the lady at the front counter. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I found a fucking phone in the stall, brought it to the lady, gave it to her, and she said it was probably her son's. And that's the same waitress that came up and talked to him about the mac and cheese, and she was like, yeah, my son forgot his phone, and yeah. I was like, damn, fucking dude, you're lucky Jameson found it. Most people would have fucking kept that shit.
I would have kept it. I'm just
fucking Brian. Fucking Brian would have kept it, came to my house later, and would have been tracked, and a bunch of fucking huge ass motherfuckers just showed up with guns. Where's the phone? FBI, open up. It was a good time though, and like we had fun, and we went to Topgolf.
It was really good.
Yeah, food was really good. We went to Topgolf. Vic and her brother fucked us up, but I took a golf ball and threw it at the fucking cart driving around hella hard, and it went tink.
I came in third place.
Brian came in third place in the first or second year.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that. And and it was pretty fun. It was a good time. And we went back home. We were drinking. I bought a fucking while we were at the mall that day, I bought a beer bong, which is you put the tube in your throat and you have a funnel up top and you pour the beer in it and you fucking guzzle it down. So we did that. We were hanging out. I took shots and beers and I blacked out. I haven't blacked out in a long time. I don't remember a single thing.
I remember everything. I was sober.
Yeah, Brian was sober, so he's going to tell you the story. All right, guys. So Brian's about to tell you what happened when I blacked out because I don't remember anything. So I'm going to this is probably going to be the first time I hear Battlefield stuff, too.
Okay. Well, you, Jameson, and Ian were fucked. Well, everyone was, except me. And we were playing that TikTok game. Remember the weird TikTok card game? Forget what it's
Cards
called.
Cards against Humanity or whatever?
Yeah, we were playing that. And then we were going to play this other game that I forget what it was, but
King's Cup.
Yeah, the whole thing was normal. Everything was going well, just a normal day, normal night with the boys. When we were done with the game and we were going to go play the other game, you got up and Ian got up and you guys started talking. I don't know about what. And Ian was doing his jazz hands.
Oh, no.
So I got up and I grabbed my leftovers. Remember that I didn't eat from that burger joint that I didn't finish? So I started eating and then I started recording. I started seeing you guys, and you grabbed a bottle, and you're like, Ian, drink this, drink your drink, or something like that. When in reality, it was mine, but I didn't say anything.
You should put the videos on the YouTube podcast.
Okay, well.
Ian, is this my drink or is that my drink? Okay, that's right. You're good. You're good, dude. Here's your drink. Here's your drink.
Okay, it's not mine.
Ian, this is part of my oven! What the
It was in the
fuck,
burger, bro.
dude? Wait, really?
I'm not even
Either
drinking
drink it or... Don't pour it in my oven, though.
My bad, bro.
My bad, bro. I'm
My
fucking... Brian, give me water. I'm
Fucking hand gestures.
Stop!
God,
Can y'all
Chelsea
stop
Brian,
making
help me
out?
Fuck, dude.
Will y'all stop making out, please?
I'm fucking bug. I'm
Say what's up to Noah.
But there you go.
Say what's up to Noah, though.
Hey, no. Fuck you. I'm gonna kiss you on the lips with glue and fucking bread, bitch. I'm just joking. I love you. I actually wish you were here with us, bro. You would have fun. You and the man that would have fun.
Ian, say what's up. Say what's up to Noah.
Say what's up to Noah, dude. This dude. This dude right here. Turn. Oh,
What are you doing, bro? Yo, God.
Robert, no, you just spit that all over me. Robert.
You ruined the video.
But yeah, bro, that drink was mine.
Oh, really? Isn't there a video of me giving Ian the beer and then he dumps it on the oven?
Yep, and it was mine. I didn't drink it. He was like, "It's not mine," and he freaking spills it on the freaking whatever
Oven.
in the oven.
Oh, motherfucker, dude.
And then
You gotta show that video.
And then you start going in the freaking fridge or something like that. I forget what you were doing. And then Ian, and I'm like, yo, say something to Noah, bro. And then you're like, no, should have came here, motherfucker, or something like that. And you're like, I'm just kidding, I love you. And then I told Ian to say something to Noah, like, say hi to Noah. So Ian comes up and starts doing his little jazz hands like he's about to talk, and then he walks into the living room and tries to open the door. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, I'm gonna take a dip. But I didn't understand. I'm like, what? And he just locks the door and goes back to the kitchen. What's going on? After that, like, that's pretty much what happens the whole time. You guys are like talking and stuff. Oh, and then you and Ian go out to have like a bro talk outside. And I checked up on you guys like every like 5 minutes and like, go away, bro. Having a bro talk. I'm like, okay, bro, okay. And
I told you to go away?
Well, first Ian told me, and then when I went back, you're like, go away, bro. I'm like, we're okay, bro. We're okay. You guys are just like sitting outside. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, so weird. It's like you guys are just looking at the freaking sky or something. I don't know what's going on. I was like peeking out. You fucking bro talk. What was it, bro? You guys, I think you guys were just sitting there quiet, just looking at like the fucking house in front. Or do you remember? Do you remember that part?
No, dude. I remember like parts of it.
You guys went outside supposed to be a bro talk because Ian wanted to have a bro talk, and you guys just sat there and looked at I don't know what, all quiet.
Fucking sky.
You guys were just staring at the house and stars.
Bro.
Oh
What
my
the
god! And then I just want to check because I'm like, yo, are these guys dead or what? But yeah, then you guys came in, and then Ian passed out, and then you were the only one awake, and then I was awake with Chelsea too, and I was like, bro. Chelsea was like, "You, Robert, go to sleep." And he's like, "No, I'm not gonna go to sleep. We're party because I'm here with the boys." So you drink a little bit more, and then you're just walking around like, and you're like, "Brian, are you tired?" I'm like, I'm not tired, but like I can go to sleep right now, but like I'm not tired at all. I'm like, bro, like you better tell me if you're tired or not, and I can go to sleep now. So then I'm like, yeah, we should go to sleep. So, I don't know if you remember this part of what happens next.
No.
By the way, Ian and Jameson are passed out on the couch already, freaking snoring. And well, I go into bed in the guest room, and I'm laying there, and I just hear you laying in your bed or whatever. And then next thing I know, I just hear. You start puking. I don't know if you puked in your bed or on the floor.
No,
I'm not sure.
I puked in a bucket, apparently.
No, well, okay. So Vic gets up and goes to the bathroom, and then while she's in the bathroom, you start puking.
Yeah, there was no puke on the floor of the bed. So I think she went and got me a bucket, and then she probably came back.
Well, I heard you.
I was probably gagging.
No, you were puking, bro. You were and so I heard everything, but I just covered my face and pretended I was asleep. And I slept for a little bit, a couple hours, and then I woke up, and then at this part you don't know because you were still sleeping, by the way. Anyway, you puke, and then we all go to sleep, and blah blah blah. I wake up after a few hours, and I just hear freaking stuff cooking in the kitchen. So I get up and I see Ian cooking. He's making bacon. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, oh man, I'm making breakfast. You know, I told you guys I was gonna make breakfast this morning. Okay, bro. And every freaking like 5 minutes, he want to update you on how the breakfast was going.
Dude, I remember that. Every fucking 10 minutes, Ian would run into my room and be like, Robert, breakfast is almost done. Like every 10 minutes for like an hour straight, dude.
And then Jameson's like, Ian, shut the fuck up. Let him see. He's gonna beat the shit out of you.
Motherfucker came in shirtless at one point, holding a sausage or a fucking egg and bacon cheese McMuffin thing, dude. And he had his shirt on, and he slammed the door open that long and went, breakfast! It reminded me of that meme, bro. It went, breakfast! I sat up hella quick, and I'm like, what, dude? Breakfast!
What is going on here? Breakfast!
Well, if you watch the YouTube version, you'll see the meme because we'll add it on there, and you'll see what we're talking about. And I sat up. I took 2 bites of the sandwich. I put it on place, and this shit's nasty. Then he took it back, and I went back to bed.
Bro, I don't even know when he took his shirt off because when I woke up, he had it on. Next thing I know, he was shirtless. So.
He's getting hot cooking in there, bro.
So I see him, right? He's making breakfast. I'm like, okay, bro. Well, I'm gonna take a shower. It's like, okay, bro.
He probably did it when you were in the shower then.
He probably did. But I was in the shower and I was about to take a shower, right? And then the freaking alarm starts freaking going off because of the smoke. And I didn't know, bro. And I thought freaking
I
Ian.
remember hearing an alarm going off.
I thought Ian was burning the house, bro. And I like freaking ran out the bathroom, like, yo, what's going on? Oh, wait, yes. Dude, that's when he took his shirt off because he was trying to get the smoke off the fire alarm or something, like the smoke alarm. Yes, that's when he took his shirt off. Because I just saw him moving his freaking shirt in the kitchen, so I had to grab my shirt and start doing it in the room because you know how you have one there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when he took his shirt off. Freaking Jameson woke up and opened the door, and we had to open the doors and the windows. And I was so scared.
Brad thought the house was gonna burn down while he was in the shower.
Dude, I thought the house was burning or something because I was in the shower. Just, I'm like, what the freaking run out, and I just see Ian with his shirt off, like trying to get the smoke off the alarm.
Hey,
And then
babe.
that's when he comes in. He's like, breakfast.
Breakfast.
Did you? Where'd the fire alarm on the front porch go? Do you remember?
Fire alarm?
Oh my gosh, he doesn't know about the fire alarm. Apparently, when Ian was cooking breakfast that morning, the fire alarm went off and they put it on the front porch.
Ian is not allowed to cook in my kitchen ever.
He took his shirt off and
Ian or Brian, where'd the fire alarm go, bro? Did
Well, I
one of
think
them
they
go
took
back
it-
out there?
I'm not sure. I think they took it off, and at that point, I wasn't there. I was there when they took it off, but I wanted to take a shower, so I don't know where they put it. Somewhere
Oh my
outside.
gosh.
But I was able to freaking, I don't know, like get the smoke off the one in the room. So
Jeez, dude.
took a shower, got out. He's like, breakfast is ready, Brian. I'm like, thanks. I took a bite of the bacon and I just left everything else. It was too early to eat. And I just hear him like freaking open the door, breakfast.
Breakfast.
You're like, oh, Ian, oh my God, bro, what do you want? And me and Jameson are there like, yeah, Ian's about to get knocked out, bro.
Dude, I was swear.
We're just going to see a plate and food come flying out the room right now, any second now.
With Ian flying out too. Bro, I was getting pissed, dude. I was about to fucking pick him up, throw him in the fucking living room, and tell him to stay like a dog. I was getting tired of his shit, bro. I swear.
That's all like freaking, what, 2 hours of just waking up? All of that happened?
Yeah, bro. Jeez, dude, it is horrible.
What do you think your neighbors thought?
Dude, they're probably like, shut the fuck up, dude. They're probably telling Ian the same thing in their heads. They're like, oh my gosh, dude, a fire alarm. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That was horrible, bro. Oh my god, Vic was mad. She ran up to me, she's like, babe. I was like, what? And she's like, Ian fucking ruined our fucking skillets. And I was like, what? And she showed me and there was fucking rust all over them. Rust on the bottom of one and rust on the top of another one.
oh no.
Yeah, bro, and they're brand new expensive ass ones too.
Bro.
Like we didn't buy them, but they're gifts from someone. Like
So
for
I'm
a wedding.
guessing Vic is not gonna let Ian make his famous fried chicken anymore.
Probably not, dude. Not unless it involves the air fryer. But fucking breakfast. So I'm guessing after the fire alarm went off, after he took his shirt off and he put the fire alarm outside, he went and grabbed the breakfast, came in the room with burnt ass fucking bacon on it, And
exactly what happened.
he slammed the door open, breakfast. And I was like, oh my gosh, bro, let me just get a bite and refill. Took 2 bites, swallowed it, and I was like, this tastes like shit, Ian. And he grabbed it and he's like, oh, what? And he left the room and I said, shut the door. And then he shut the door. Oh, man. By the way, guys, when you drink, make sure there's someone that's always like at least sober, aka Brian, because I drank way too much and I had alcohol poisoning. So
Yeah, you did.
there was
Yeah.
when I woke up, my eyes like all around were red and yellow, like I got sick, like I was alcohol poisoned. And like I felt like shit all day, like the worst hangover in my life, like no joke. And like I felt dizzy all day, and I felt like I was about to fall over, and like I kept wanting to puke. And so like I remember I woke up, got ready, went sat on the front porch, sitting there for a minute. I don't even know why. And then I was like, oh my
Fresh air, I
gosh.
guess.
Yeah, and I drank a little bit. I chugged water, and then I bent like over the porch, and then I just started puking out stomach acid and alcohol.
Jameson was like, "Yeah, have some water." So we all thought he was gonna take some sips, but this dude chugs the water.
Bro, I had to get hydrated, dude. I was
Like, bro, what are you
thirsty.
doing? I'm done.
Jameson
Like,
was like, take another shot, drink another beer, you'll feel better. Fuck no, dude, I'll die. Fucking alcohol poisoning already, bro. I don't need to be drunk all day. I had to drive and shit. Fucking, dude. So we went to the fucking what's it called? CVS, I think. CVS pharmacy.
Walgreens. We went to Walgreens.
We went to Walgreens, and we got the what are those drinks called? Pediatrician or whatever. Wait, what?
I forget what it's called, but you know, like Gatorade. It's got electrolytes and stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's water with electrolytes. Like it's a full like expensive ass like brick of water. And like I chugged it, and I didn't know you weren't supposed to chug it. It was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm fucking getting my electrolytes out. And it's like, you're not supposed to chug that shit, bro. It was my first time drinking. I was like, what? And so like I came home and I felt like I was like puking and I shit my brains out. And I was like,
it's probably the Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, I was hungry too. So yeah, the Taco Bell was right next to it, and I wanted food in my body. And like the easiest thing I could think of eating was like beans and like tortillas. So I got burritos. I got 2 burritos, and I didn't even eat both of them. I ate one. And like I came home, and then I was like, oh, I feel better with the full stomach, and like blah blah blah. And the rehearsal was that night, and the rehearsal dinner.
Yeah.
So I went to the rehearsal, all fucked up, all like sick shit in front of Vic's family, and they were all looking at me and they're like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh, it's allergies. It's allergies."
Because you had like you had like red all around your eyes.
Yeah, and yellow, like red and yellow, dude.
They looked like freckles or something, like an allergic reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went into church, all hung out. Ian was hungover, Jameson was hungover, Brian was fine. I was like fucking dead. Like actually dead, like walking dead body.
You and me, bro. You and me.
I sat in the front row next to Vic's grandma, and Jameson decided to join me. And I was like, oh my gosh, don't say anything stupid, Jameson, don't. Because, you know, Jameson speaks his mind. Because, you know, I used to do that too until Vic, like, taught me not to. Because, like, I don't know, it's a Northern California thing. Like, we just bullshit and cuss and talk shit and mess around and be stupid. So I was like, oh no, Jameson, don't do any of that, please. Like before we went in the church, I was like, take your hat off when we go in the church and don't cuss and shit. So we were chilling. Yeah. We went in the church and we're chilling. Me and Jameson sat next to Victoria's grandma and we were like talking to her, and Jameson was like, yeah, I don't know. They started talking about dogs, and Jameson was like, yeah, I have a dog, I have a pit bull. And she was like, oh, a pit bull, what? I don't know. And he was like, yeah. And they talked about that, and she's like, oh, what's his name? Or what's her name? And he was like, well, her name's, and he had to think for a minute because he didn't want to say her actual name, but then he decided not just to go with it. He decided just to go with it. He's like, her name's sativa. And if you guys know anything, sativa and indica are a weed strand. Indica, like in the counts, and sativa is like active weed, like makes you active and like not like tired out and bummed out. So sativa. And she's like, oh, what's that mean? And he was like, oh, it's a plant in California. And she's like, oh, cool, I've never heard of sativa.
I think you said it means female or something like that.
something like that. It was-
Female in like this weird language.
yeah. She's like, oh, I've never heard of that, and she knows like Spanish and shit. You know, she's fucking. Oh my gosh,
She
she's
knows
like,
Spanish?
well, I mean, I don't think she knows full Spanish, but I know she probably knows some because she traveled to like Spain and shit like that or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
For like church, and like they were talking. And I was like, oh no! I started laughing out loud. It's like, what's so funny? And I was like, oh, I just thought of something. It's like, oh, and like Jameson was like trying to hold this cool, and he's like, yeah, there's sativa, there's indica, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, what are you doing, bro? I was like, don't tell her it's a marijuana plant. Don't tell her. Please don't tell her. Like in my head. I like kind of need him a little bit in his knee. And he's like, yeah, you know. It's just like, yeah, dude. So the rehearsal's going on, you know, me and Vic set the boys set it to see what we were doing. And like, it was just crazy. I felt like I was dying the whole time. And the whole time I was in church, I was like, God forgive me, please, for I have sinned. Like, I'm so
I was just
tired.
standing there looking at the wall, you know.
Yeah, Brian's just vibing.
I was just vibing.
Fucking A, dude. So after that, we had to go down to the dinner hall.
Yeah.
And me and the boys all sat at a table, and you know, everyone like came, and we had to like visit with everyone. And Vic like was sitting with us for a while, and like I had to go socialize with people with her, and like so I did that, and like I was just dying. I was so tired, and like the boys were at the table like falling asleep and shit, and like I was like, oh my gosh, everyone probably knows we're hungover. It's just like horrible. And Vic was like pissed at me. I don't know, it was crazy. So we went home that night, and oh no, we went to dinner. Oh no, we didn't. We ate dinner there.
We ate dinner there.
We
I ran
ate
a
dinner
lap
there.
with Jameson. I ran a lap with Jameson on the track.
Yeah, we ate dinner there, and then Jameson and Brian were like full and shit. And they're like, "Fuck, dude, I gotta get rid of this food." And Jameson and Brian ran like a long ass lap. And did you do 2 laps, Brian?
No, we just did one.
Okay, well, this is a long ass lap. So they started racing at one point. It looked like. And they came back, and then we left. Where'd we go after that? Did we just go home?
Walmart.
We went to Walmart after that, and the girls took forever in there, obviously, like usual. Because Chelsea has to go look at the guys' shirts every time we go to fucking Walmart because she likes the cool shirts there. Every time, every Walmart, she has to go look at the guys' shirts because they have like sometimes they have like those crazy like Super Mario Brothers shirts, you know, shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we were waiting there, and then we got sick of it, so we went to get Cisco.
Yeah, we were
Robert's
waiting on
gone.
them. And we got tired, so we went and got my dog, which was at Vic's dad's. So we went there and, you know, we went and
We
got
lost
the
for a
dog.
while.
Yeah, we got lost for like 20 minutes. 20 minutes lost. I didn't know where I was. And we finally got there, and we got the dog. We left. We went home. And when we got home, we just, I don't know, we kind of just like sat there for a minute, all chilling. We're like, okay, bedtime. And then we went to bed, right?
Yeah, then we
Pretty
went
sure
to
we
bed.
just went to bed. Yeah, we called it like kind of an early night.
Yeah. Went to bed
Because the
early.
wedding was the next day.
Yeah.
And we went to the wedding. We went to the back. We got set up. We took pictures. We got dressed. Blah, blah, blah. Nice little wedding. Or not nice little wedding. It was a big wedding. It was pretty nice. It was beautiful. I had a nice time. I was glad. I was happy.
I was so happy vibing.
At one point, Victoria and me had to like do a first look, but we weren't like looking at each other. She got to look at me, but I didn't get to look at her. And we were like at the corner of a wall, and all I could do is like have my hand on her hand, and like she was like praying for me and like praying to me and shit. And like I teared up a bunch, and I came back to the room, and boys seen I was tearing up, so they started tearing up a little bit. And they were like, "Oh, Rob."
And then I made a very memorable Snapchat video.
Brian made a good Snapchat video, a great one. It's hilarious. If you watch the YouTube version, you'll see that on there too.
Yeah.
Brian will add it. No. Anyway, yeah, it's a funny Snapchat video. If you follow me on Snapchat, you guys will probably see it. It's like a weird face, and Brian's like, "My friend Robert's getting married today," and then it points to me, and I'm like, "Yes." So it's pretty funny. But if you haven't seen it, it's on the YouTube podcast.
Yeah.
So I recommend watching it.
Me too.
But I mean, other than that, like, it was a fun time. It was a good wedding. The dinner afterwards was great, or the party, I mean.
Yep.
And like, we went and we danced. Like, Brian was trying to teach Vic some salsa. And like, I got there to dance like most of the time. Like, I was fucking grooving to the move, bro. And like, I did a surprise dance with Vic's mom. Like, she set it up. I didn't know about it. So I danced with her mom since my mom wasn't there. So I did that. And it was fun. We got a whole bunch of wedding gifts. We came home. Me and Vic came home. And we just sat on the couch for a little bit and just like sat there. We stopped at QT. We go to QT. It's a quick trip here in South Carolina.
We also went to QT.
Yeah, they also went to QT. But
and I saw Vic.
Yeah, he saw Vic when they drove by or whatever. Yeah. And we came home and we just like, had fun for, it was just me and Vic, it was the wedding night. And and we went to bed and Brian's gonna tell you what happened at the motel. Brian, tell them about the hotel.
Okay. So we got what was it? What kind of hotel or room did freaking Ian get?
A hill, Hampton Hill, or whatever.
Executive suite or something like that. Freaking yeah. So we go to the hotel. We give Ian gives the address, so we go. We're just chilling. We go to QT, and that's where I saw Vic getting out of QT when we parked and her going into the car. Because they want to get beer and they want to get beers because they wanted to drink. So after QT, we went to the hotel and we couldn't find any parking spots. So Chelsea started panicking, and Ian and Jameson got out because they were gonna be like, okay, well you guys try to look for parking, like a parking space. Oh, we're gonna go check in real quick. So they go, and we're trying to look for a parking space, and then. So we're looking, I'm like, yo, chill, sometimes you just have to go around several times and then the car's going to come out and then that's where you go in. So while I'm telling her that, Jameson calls me. He's like, yeah, this isn't the hotel we're supposed to be at. So then after that, freaking, we go pick them up, bro. I bet you didn't even know this happened, huh?
I had no
we
idea.
go pick them up, and then freaking Ian and Jameson. Well, Jameson calls another hotel, and they're like, "Yeah, man, there's no name here of it. No one's named Ian has reserved a room or anything." So Ian's looking in his phone trying to find the address from his email that he got. So then, freaking. We don't know where we're gonna go. I'm just vibing, just sitting there, just looking out the window. After a while, Ian calls another hotel, and they're like, "Yeah, we got you. Yeah, your name's here." So we go to that hotel. We get in. Finally go in. So we're chilling. Jameson's drinking vodka and beer. He gets drunk. He goes to sleep. Well, before he goes to sleep, he makes Ian take some shots of vodka. By the way, Ian already drank beer, a whole bunch of beer, so he's kind of drunk. Drinks some vodka, gets super drunk. Calls her friend, one of our friends, Jason. He's tells him about how he misses him and stuff like that. Love you, bro, and stuff like that because he's drunk. Then he calls Robert. Were you sleeping when he called you?
Yeah, I was laying down.
I called Jason and he said I have to fight you to the death to be his best man when he gets married.
Yeah, that's what he told me. That's what he was saying to me, that he had to fight me to the death.
And I heard Jason say it had to be an anime fight. So
An anime fight?
An anime fight, bro.
I'm part of the Kotsky. So good.
So that happens. And then remember he's like, you're like, no, he's like, I'm gonna drink another beer. And you're like, Ian, this has to be your last one. No, you're like,
Yeah.
Ian, come on, man, because we have church tomorrow. Remember?
Yeah.
And Ian's like, well, this is gonna be my last one. He's like, because it's literally my last one. Like, I'm gonna drink this and I'm gonna finish them all. And he starts laughing. So after that, you're like, okay, bro, that's good. All right, good night. Go to sleep because we got church tomorrow. So he hangs up. He grabs the beer, opens it up. He's sitting there doing his little jazz hands. Just, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where he chugs the beer. And he's like, oh, good beer. A minute later, he freaking gets up, goes to the bathroom, and all I hear is so loud, bro. It was so loud. I've never heard anyone puke so loud in my life. I was like, oh my god, bro. Like, you good, bro? Well, he's puking, you know. I'm just laying in the bed trying to go to sleep, and I grab like the pillowcases, like 5 of them, and put them on my body and cover myself up. Because Jameson took all my blankets, all my covers. Lay down, you know? And well, yeah, I'm sleeping with pillowcases on me as if it were a blanket. I don't know. I think Chelsea said she sent you a picture of me. Like,
yeah, you just had a bunch of pillowcases on me.
so I'm just laying there, you know. Then Ian, everyone goes to sleep. Then I don't know where Jameson gets up, sleepwalking. He's like, oh, it's so cold. And he's just walking. I'm just looking at him like, bro, you good? He's like, he starts mumbling like, oh, it's so cold. He just walks and just goes to the bathroom, gets out, goes, stares at himself at the mirror, freaking goes back to bed. He's like, oh, it's so cold, bro. And then he just falls asleep. And yeah, bro, that was the night at the hotel.
All right, guys, that's the end of this episode. There's going to be a part 2, though, because there's way more to add. There's way more. There's way more, so stay on the edge of your seats because it gets even more funnier. So be excited for it.
Be excited and follow us on Instagram, you know, the Unknown Cavern. You can listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, man. But yeah, part 2 coming soon.
Yep. Be ready for it because it's going to be even funnier.
Gonna be dope.
Yeah. See you later, guys. Thanks for listening.